Hi, it's GramMoose. How are you doing? Tonight we're going to read a book all about maps. We have two grandsons who, even though they're very little right now, have been traveling from Hawaii to California to Idaho to Colorado. And even though they don't use maps this little, I thought this would be a fun book to read tonight. So turn on the computer, son. There's a map on my lap. This is a Dr. Seuss book, but it's written by Tish Rabe. I'm the cat in the hat, and I'm happy to say there's a map on my lap. Let's get on our way. We will travel the world, see the whole USA, and still be back home by the end of the day. I once went on a road trip. It took a long time, and I didn't see the whole United States. Maps are drawings that help to find out where you are and get where you're going, no matter how far. When map makers make maps, they must first decide who will be using the map and what it needs to do. Those are called cartographers for a map maker. The map of the Earth that we use most of all is a globe. Like the Earth, it is round as a ball. Peel the skin off an orange and lay it out flat. A flat map of the Earth would look something like that. Now, if maps were the size of the places they show, map makers would run out of paper, and so a chart called a scale makes maps easy to use, shrinking miles into inches on each map that you choose. That just means they're making it smaller. You can make a map of far places you roam, or a map called a plan of your very own home. We use the scale, 1 inch equals 3 feet. It helps us to do something we both think is neat. We drew our whole room so it fits on one sheet. I used to do that when I was little. There are 4 main directions. All maps have got 'em. North is on top, south on the bottom. If you look to the right, that's where the east will be. Look to the left, and that's the west that you'll see. To remember all 4, here's an easy way. Never eat soggy wheat. North, east, south, west is what I always say. I have here an atlas. Come on, take a look. You will find lots of maps, and they're all in this book. Sometimes maps use pictures to show where things are. A capital city is marked with a star. A tent shows a campsite. Tracks show where a train is. To get to the airport, just find where the plane is. Some maps use colors to tell you a lot. I use blue where it's cold and red where it's hot. I made deserts light brown and jungles bright green. The legend will show you what these colors mean. Let's see, Alaska would be pretty blue and Kansas would be pretty red right now. Idaho's kind of in the middle. Marine charts help boaters. These maps let them know if a rock, reef, or sandbar is hiding below. When you visit a city where you've never been, a city map helps you know where to begin. And if you want, I'll send you one of Kansas. Just ask. Topographical maps. That's a fun word, isn't it? Are kind that hikers like. They use them to choose which direction to hike. They show where the land rises hilly and steep, or goes down into valleys, all rocky and deep. Boy Scouts use those a lot, like Uncle Justin. Dot maps, like this one, are covered with dots. Some have a few dots, but some others have lots. Each dot stands for something on this map that you see. Each dot stands for one frizzle-frazzled frizzee. It says most frizzies live up north, where the haircuts are free. Just come to Grandma's house. I'll give you one for free. When you look at a map, it's important to see there is more than one way from point A to point B. Firefighters use maps where they go to fight when they go to fight a fire. The short way would take them down Vogel to Vire. But traffic on fire can be a disaster, so they choose a long way that's also much faster. Just don't make Surrey mad when you're using Google on an iPhone. She's not very nice. When you want to go from Fazode to Fazand, you can measure the miles for the roads do not bend. But in order to go from Fazode to Fajing on the 15th of May for the big Fajing Zing, the road twists and turns, so first cut off some string, put it down on the road all the way to Fajing, then take out your ruler and measure the string. The scale on this map helps you see that it's far. 1 inch equals 10 miles, so you should take the car. Use this trick to read maps. You'll be glad that you did. Some are covered with lines that is known as a grid. There are letters on top, numbers run down the side. Want to find where you are? Let the grid be your guide. Trace a line down from A, look across at line 4. The lines cross at 8-4 at your very own door. Here is a map that I just got today. It's a puzzle map showing the whole USA. Puzzles maps come in pieces, but here's the best part. You can put them together and take them apart. Look, it even shows Alaska. Hi, Talia and Adam. Here's a game that we play, so feel free to play too. Which does each of the 50 states look like to you? Michigan looks like a scarf and a mitten. Louisiana looks like a chair you could sit in. And if you turn some maps sideways, they look like all sorts of fun things. Get your map out and find some for me. You will have great adventures your whole life. And so I give you these maps, oh, the places you will go. You may travel the world, but no matter how far, with a map on your lap, you will know where you are. You can always use maps. They will help you in knowing where you have been and just where you are going. The end. I hope you enjoyed that little book. Good night. Brush your teeth. I love you.